Neeraj, I think that probably will be a little bit too early. That's what I think, to really look at the mid caps at the moment, because we are still navigating a lot of uncertainty, and purely on a fundamental basis, markets are pricing is much ahead of the fundamentals and are pricing in a lot of things, so which may not necessarily really happen. But the main thing is there's a lot of tailwind in terms of the FII support at the moment, which is what is keeping markets where it is at the moment. So I think even if you have to look at the mid caps, I think it would be a very, very defensive bet. Rather, I would think about a lot of MNC mid caps which have taken a huge beating in the last 1 year post that August factor, when the 75% threshold was supposed to have been completed. So I think a lot of those MNC stocks have really come off their highs, and they are still available very attractively. So I would look at some of those companies which are still in the mid cap range and possibly looks good, but they're surely more out of defensive by way of approach.
Dilip, afternoon. If we map the trajectory of the markets, yes, there has been a movement, but it has been fairly range bound. On account of all of these global events, the Fed taper still looms large, as well as the monetary policy. Do you see this range continuing to remain?
Well, I think the range will continue to hold for a while, but I would prefer to use the term volatility instead of a range. When you say a range, it probably would remain a little more dormant around these levels. But I think the volatility will continue in the next couple of months too. So my range would still be on the upper side. I think we'll see a Nifty possibly touching 6,200 or 250 over next 3 to 6 months, and possibly maybe below 5,500 in the next 3 to 6 months. So I see both the levels getting touched. So I would prefer to use the word that it's going to remain very volatile, because some of these factors which we are talking about, they continue to be uncertain, and the way some of the things are internationally and possibly even domestically, the way ICICI sounded out the bugle on Dabhol, I think one or two big names here and there possibly may have a good impact on the banks also. So some kind of a confusion or some kind of panic possibly could happen on the banks over the next 3 to 6 months. So I think some of these things make me feel that markets will continue to remain volatile and are very difficult to comprehend.
That was going.
So just to take it up from my earlier statement, that possibly we can see a scenario where the banks also can take it on the chin in the next couple of months, as economic continues to be in the trough, and the policy decisions really are not complementing any great growth potential at the moment. So I think the banks will continue to be a little tentative in that sense. But as what I would say that, one should really go on a stock specific approach. So like, for example, I would still say that Union Bank or a Bank of India possibly quoting at say 0.5 times adjusted book, even if some of these events happen. So I think maybe they look a little more defensive in nature. Some of these have been reduced to the mid cap sized banks in terms of market valuation, or maybe a UCO Bank, possibly because of the Iranian factor. So I think some of this I would still look at very cautiously and selectively.